Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you our 2014 NFL AFC Divisional playoff preview between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. Now let's take a look at some keys to victory for both teams, starting with the Colts. The Indianapolis Colts can have success attacking the short and intermediate zone of that Patriots pass defense by putting the linebacker in a bind. I'm going to show you how they can do that while also keeping the safeties at bay. We have a shotgun set. We're going to put the tight end right here. We're going to give Andrew Luck 3 options to throw the football all on the formation side, which will be this side right here. We're going to have the guy and we're going to layer them as 1, 2, and 3. So the third option automatically will be this guy on the outside. He's running a stop and sit. It's a zone route. So if this guy's playing man, you want to stop, turn your numbers to Andrew Luck, he can fire the football right there on a quick hitch. If it's zone, he works his way over and settles down. So he's the third option. The second option will be the guy in the tight end. His job is to work up, over, and down the middle of the field, trying to pull this safety here, because on the backside what we have is a deep comeback. So that's going to pull this free safety. So now you have the safeties out of the play. You have the tight end going down the seam, which is a potential big play in the passing game to Coby Fleener. And the first option we're going to have is guys working up, give the shoulder fake, and shooting across the middle of the field. He's the first option. You're going to be your speediest wide receiver, trying to get him the football quickly, running away from coverage. And if this linebacker bites, then you don't throw it to him. You want to throw it to your third option. Or if you see your second option clearing, if he has the advantage on the safety, if he has that step, then you want to take the shot, big play deep down the field. And as always, your safety valve will be the back leaking out of the backfield. So Andrew Luck has options on this play. Your first read would be the guy in the middle, going across the middle, trying to see what this linebacker is doing. If he's sitting, then you hit him now and you eliminate these 2 options right here. But if this guy chases, that means you have the tight end going down the seam and also the guy running the zone route on the outside of the option route. So I think that's how they can have some success versus New England, just allowing Andrew Luck to get the football out of his hands quickly, or taking a shot deep down the field to try to hit a big play in a pass game to that tight end, Coby Fleener. Defensively for the Patriots, the biggest key is keeping Andrew Luck contained in the pocket, but also getting pressure on him to force a quick throw. And I'm going to show you how they can do that by playing cover 1, but also getting unique with their strong safety and their defensive linemen. So what we're going to do here, you see how we have this alignment set up where we have the strong safety in position of a linebacker. And what we're going to do, we're going to send double A gap pressure strong side. We have a tilted nose. His job is to cross the face of the center and shoot this A gap. And we're also going to get a better marker here. We're also going to bring this strong safety in that A gap as well. So you're getting double A gap pressure, trying to get Luck to try to bounce it outside, where he's going to be running into the waiting arms of a backer and a defensive end. Now, how we're going to spy the backs to either side, and that's why you have to get creative with your defensive lineman, because what we're going to do, we're going to have this defensive end push this guard here, but he's the spy for the back to the side. So if this back releases, it's his job to get outside. If he doesn't release, then he's still entertaining this guard right here at the line of scrimmage. Same rules apply strong side, where we're going to have the defensive tackle shoot and get this offensive tackle engaged, but he's spying the back to his side. If the guy goes, again, it's his job. We have the linebacker manned up on the tight end. We have the free safety deep, and we have the corners playing inside technique on the receivers, trying to funnel things outside to where their help is. And we're sending B gap pressure with this linebacker here. So you see we're sending 1, 2, 3, 4 guys in pressure, double A gap pressure right here with the defensive tackle and the strong safety. We're protected on the outside with the outside backer, and we're also spying and entertaining at the line of scrimmage with those 2 defensive linemen. So I think that's how they can have some success in getting pressure on Andrew Luck, playing contained with 2 speed guys, a defensive end and an outside backer, and using the sideline as your friend, forcing him to be consistently accurate throughout the course of the game. And also you're manned up on the tight end, and you also have a free safety in the deep middle. So I think if the Patriots are going to get pressure, 1, they have to keep Andrew Luck contained, and 2, they have to be well protected on the back end. In order to play successful pass defense versus New England, the Indianapolis Colts will have to communicate effectively in the secondary. And I'm going to show you one route combination the Patriots love to run and how they can effectively communicate and be in great position to make a play. Simple route concept out of the spread set. You see we have what we call trips. Tight end, 2 wide receivers to one side. Not necessarily trips as you know it with 3 wide receivers to one side, but just trips that you have 3 eligible receivers to one side. I'm going to show you what they love to do. Split route on the backside, trying to split the corner and the safety. You're also going to see 3 layered crossers. So you're going to have the in route right here. You're going to have the crosser by the slot receiver, and you're going to have the deep end by the tight end. Simple concept right here, and you're going to see the back block out of the backfield, or he may streak out. Let's just say he's going to streak out. So let's erase this. Let's say he streaks out to the flat. So here's how you have to communicate effectively in the secondary. What you're going to see as the nickel back starts to carry this route here, and if he sees this tailback starts to attack his area, that weak zone, that weak flat zone, his job is to shoot up. You still have the cornerback carrying the top of the route, so he's in position to make a play. And now you're going to see the inside backer to the weak side carry, drop into his zone, and as this linebacker sees the guy cross his face and continues to cross, that tells this backer it's his job to close in on it, and that's his area right there. So now what you're going to see, this backer is carrying. Now that he realizes he drops, carries, and walls off on the inside. So he recognizes the crosser, sees he's leaving this area, he gets back into his zone and walls off this in route by the tight end crossing the field. So now you see the free safety dropping back in the middle just to play it safe. You have this guy walling off underneath, and you're also going to have the cornerback dropping back as well, because once he sees this guy snap off his route, it's this strong safety's job that's sitting in the flat to pick him up. So you see where communication happens. Everyone passes someone off. You're protected deep on the back end. You have 3 guys covering 2, and you have the linebackers working on the inside of the in route and also squeezing down on this crosser, and you have your nickelback closing in on the flat. So that way, Tom Brady has no options to throw the football. You can make a play, get off the field, you can get an interception, you can get an incomplete pass. The main part of this discussion is the fact that the Colts will have to communicate a lot better, like what you saw in the second half versus Kansas City, because if they go in there with the same defensive game plan they went in the first half, it could be problems. But if they can communicate, they can definitely get the Patriots off the field. Versus the Indianapolis Colts, the New England Patriots will see a lot of different coverages, but one predominant coverage will be cover 3. And I'm going to show you how they can defeat cover 3 by utilizing the swing route and getting the football into the hands of the back quickly in the flat. So what we're going to do here, by formation, we're trying to take away a bulk of what these linebackers on the strong side and this cornerback is going to do. And you already know cover 3, which means you have deep third by the defensive backs, flat defenders, and guys probably have man or whatever other responsibilities they want to do with these guys. Maybe they send them on a rush. But pre-snap, you see where the advantage lies. Tom Brady can look at this formation and say, okay, I have 2 defenders on the weak side, and I also have the advantage on the weak side if I motion my back over just a little bit. So you're going to shift this back from the strong side of the formation to right here behind the weak side guard. So now that gives you the advantage to get the football into his hands quickly, because at the snap of the ball, he's shooting out on the swing. So Brady can dump the ball off to him quickly, because this guy is going to be trying to get back into his deep third responsibility. And to ensure that we keep him in his deep third responsibility, we're running the smash concept on the weak side. So you have the corner and you also have the hitch. So now it also puts this strong safety in the bind. Does he try to sit tight underneath this hitch, or will he try to get outside and try to make sure he gets that swing route? Either way, he's going to make a bad decision. And does this guy rush? Does he try to attack him? So now you have maybe man coverage on this side. So weak side, what you're going to have is an opportunity to create a big play with the swing route and the smash concept off of it when you see cover 3. So I think that's one way out of many ways. And we're not going to even draw up routes on the front side, because this was a demonstration for the weak side of a defense in the cover 3, the way the Colts run it. So what we're going to see here, again, Brady doing a great job pre-snap, shifting the running back over and trying to take advantage of cover 3 by putting the back in the flat while running the smash concept over at your corner and your hitch. And I think that's how they can have some success throwing the football versus Indianapolis.
The X factor in this ball game for the Colts will be quarterback Andrew Luck. Quiet as kept, Andrew Luck is a streaky player. When he's on fire, no one can touch me. He'll do things like you saw him do last week versus Kansas City. But when he's cold, he's rigor mortis cold. He has to find that level of consistently good play in order for this team to move on to the next round. The X factor for the Patriots will be their defensive line. Their success could ultimately determine the success of the entire defense if they're able to get off blocks. beat double teams, get pressure on Andrew Luck while keeping contained. It's just going to make life easier for those linebackers without Brandon Spikes. So I think the defensive line has to play their best game of the season this week versus Indianapolis. Now here are some coaching points for both teams in this ball game. For Indianapolis, they have to work outside of the hash, basically out of the middle of the field, work the sidelines by the numbers. I think that's where they can have some success in the passing game. You look at last year's matchup versus New England, they had success going down the sideline and working outside of the numbers. They have to do the same this time around versus the Patriots. And they also have to keep the Pats behind the chains. That goes with stopping the run. If they're able to stop the newfound ground game of New England, that power game, they can have success. New England can run the football. The Colts have to be able to stop the run in order to be effective. And the pressure has to come from within in both the running game as well as in the passing game. You have to belly back that power game and beat those guards to the spot to stop the run. And you have to get interior pressure versus a guy like Tom Brady that loves to pick and slide up in the pocket. If you're able to disrupt that footwork that he has, then you have success in stopping the passing game. So the pressure has to come from within if you're the Indianapolis Colts. And for the Patriots in this ball game, they have to get the tight ends involved early. In the last meeting, they were able to work Gronkowski. I know that's a different animal. He's not out there, but they have to work the tight ends to try to own the middle of the field. It just opens things up for these guys out there on the flanks, those wide receivers, to make plays. And the Patriots have to stay active in the secondary. Staying active is all about playing with great technique, utilizing your hands very well, and bumping also when the ball is in the air, getting your head around. If they're staying active in the secondary, it's just going to make life complicated for Andrew Luck trying to complete passes deep down the field. And their 4-minute offense has to be their 60-minute offense. Your 4-minute offense is technically when you're trying to close out the game with the lead. And if they can play with that ball control offensive attack and shrink this ball game, it's going to put a lot of pressure on that young Colts football team to maximize their own possessions and play excellent football for 4 quarters. Now here are some in-game adjustments you want to watch for in this ball game. For Indianapolis, offensively speaking, I believe they can attack the weak side of that Patriots defense. What I noticed in the last meeting, which was 2012, the Patriots pre-snap were in a 2-safety look, and at the snap of the football, they shifted to a robber to the weak side. So I think they can take advantage of that and play with the running game, running weak side, and also try to hit those quick passes in the short to intermediate area without throwing over the middle of the field. So I do believe they can attack the weak side of this Patriots defense and have some success. And on the back end in that secondary, you want to pass guys off, don't follow guys. If you're playing man and trying to chase crossers across the field, you're going to lose that battle every time. So they have to effectively communicate in the back end in order to have success. And I believe on offense, you want to out-athlete the Patriots. When you're in the shotgun and you put 2 backs in the backfield, don't utilize a fullback, utilize 2 tailbacks. That's Trent Richardson and also Donald Brown. Both guys can catch the football well out of the backfield. It just puts extra strain on that Patriots defense. And for the Patriots in this ball game, they cannot get beat by alignment. That's the worst thing that can happen to a defense. You have to be aligned properly, cover your gaps, play with gap discipline, and you can have success versus Indianapolis. And on offense, you want to lean on that defensive front 7 of the Colts. I believe the Patriots can run the football effectively this game versus Indianapolis and actually shrink this ball game. So it wouldn't surprise me to see Tom Brady check off into many run plays in this matchup versus Indianapolis. I believe that's where they have the advantage. You have to get Shane Vereen involved in some form of fashion, whether it's in a running game or in the passing game. In my opinion, he's the best breakaway threat that's going to be on the field out of the backfield in this ball game. While the 1958 NFL Championship game between the Colts and the Giants was the greatest game ever played, no one talks about the 59 championship game, in which was a rematch between the two squads, but this one wasn't even close. It wasn't even dramatic, as the Colts dominated from start to finish, knocking off the Giants 31-16 to win back-to-back NFL crowns. In the 1986 AFC Championship game, the New England Patriots took on the Miami Dolphins in Miami. In what was a sloppy field, the Patriots had no problems running the football, rushing for over 250 yards on the ground that day en route to a 31-16 victory, which earned them a trip to Super Bowl 20 in New Orleans. I like the Colts in this ball game. I believe what you'll see from offensive coordinator Pep Hamilton is more of an up-tempo style designed to keep the Patriots in certain defenses and also designed to keep them off balance. And I think right now, when we look at Indianapolis, I think they will be able to take advantage of the intermediate pass area as well as the deep passing area. I think they'll do a great job in knocking off the Patriots and move on to the next round. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Colt fan forums and Patriot fan forums for always showing football game plan support.